Welcome back to video number 3 of the most painful misalignments, and we're talking about limiting beliefs. So in the last video, video 2, I talked about the first step to understanding and then eventually getting rid of these limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So last video, we talked about how those beliefs got there in the first place. Really understanding the depths of how they got there is the first step to realize that, they don't need to be there anymore. So they got there because when we were a child, we didn't have the filter to really process and understand events that were happening in our lives. It was a coping mechanism for us to be in survival mode, to protect us, to make sure we were safe and felt loved. Like, it was a mechanism to make sure we didn't get hurt again. And so just like I talked about in the woman that I coach with, who realized she wasn't important enough, that is carried over with her. She's repeating the patterns. And so it's a coping mechanism that she now puts a wall up before getting in relationships with new people, whether that's friends, partners, work relationships. There's a wall that she has up that she's not important enough. So you can imagine how that theme would kind of wreak havoc in our lives, in our relationships, maybe create some toxic relationships, maybe never be able to get to a deep, intimate relationship with someone. So that's just one example of how one limiting belief can literally wreak havoc in all areas of our life. So in this part, this is like the second part of really understanding how they got there. And now, when we can be grateful to the fact that that belief got there, because it is who made us who we are. So I'm going to share my coaching clients' revelation of why that was a grateful thing, why she can be grateful for that idea. And then I'm going to share how that looks in my own life. And while I share both of these stories, I want you to think of how it relates to your life. So the thing that you are struggling with the most, how can you actually find gratitude for that? So with this woman that I coach with, the whole reason that belief got there, that limiting belief, that most painful misalignment up here that has wreaked havoc in her heart, so the brain and heart are not connected, there's a disconnect there. The reason it got there was because her dad walked out on her. That sucks. How can you literally be grateful for that? And here's the thing. I asked her why she was grateful for the idea that she believes she's not important enough. Why is that a good thing in her life? Because it taught her to value other people. When she has a relationship with someone, because she never thought she was important enough, she didn't want anyone in her life to ever feel that way. So that made her make sure, she now ensures every single day that the people in her life feel important. That is a quality that's missing in this world, if you ask me. Not enough people make other people feel important. And that is her gift. That is her spiritual gift. She has a very great gift of helping the people around her feel important. And guess what? That gift is going to serve her very well when she goes after that very thing that she wants. She wants to build a fashion empire. And when she is at the top and she has an empire, what is she going to have? She's going to have a team of people under her that are working for her. And guess what she's going to do? The very thing that will enable her to have an empire is having a team of people. And she's going to make sure, because she does it comes easy for her. She's going to make sure all those people that work for her feel important. And what do people do when they feel important? They work harder. They show dedication. They show love. They show passion. They show up and they do the work. So that very thing, that if her dad wouldn't have ever have left, she wouldn't have grown up to make sure that her number one value in other people is making sure that they feel important. She wouldn't have grown up doing that. And so the idea of her ever having an empire would probably be more difficult because she wouldn't know how to gather and rally people and make them feel good about their job. So that's just one story. Guess what else she does? She has 2 beautiful children, and she makes sure every single day that those kids feel important. And what do kids that feel important grow up to be? They believe that they're capable of anything. Her kids, I guarantee, are going to be successful because they feel loved. They feel important. They're going to be happy and positive people they're going to make a positive contribution to our society because she made sure to make sure they feel important, because she never wants to make them feel the way she felt when her dad left. So you can see how just one limiting belief, now I will tell you, we all have many limiting beliefs, but just that one limiting belief, if you really look at it and you really dissect it, how you can truly, truly be grateful for it. So I'm going to share with you how I'm grateful for my own limiting belief of growing up for the first 33 years of my life and believing that I did not deserve to thrive. So, yes, it started back when I was a child because I was always sick and I missed out on stuff and I didn't get to shine bright when I was a kid. I had lots of little brothers and sisters who they got attention. I got some attention, but we had to divide our parents' attention between 5 children. So I wanted to shine bright and I wanted to thrive. And I've wanted to do that my whole life. And I was just looking for the next opportunity. I would literally chase the next thing because I thought by doing that, that would be my opportunity to shine bright and to start thriving. If only I would do this, then I would be where I want to be. Then I would be happy. Then I would be successful. So what that created for me was a drive, a passion. Even though I always hit walls, even though I'd go full force and then I'd have to stop in my tracks because it wasn't working or I ran out of money or whatever, it just led me to have this incredible drive to okay, I'm going to go to the next thing. So I have wanted my whole life, because I wanted to thrive and to shine bright, I became a chronic accomplisher. I just wanted to accomplish the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So I became a chiropractor, a certified nutritionist. I'm working on my yoga training. I want to write a book, all of these things. And by doing that, it was like I had to go and search for the next piece of information that would help me do that, to help me make that come true. So there was a lot of force in these struggles, a lot of forcing things, because I was never flowing with. I wasn't flowing because I had this block. I had this block up here, the most painful misalignment, because I thought I didn't deserve to thrive. And so what this led me to was this very training that I went through to uncover limiting beliefs, because I thought, oh, if I go to this training, maybe I had no idea what it was going to be about. I didn't know that it was going to help me unleash my limiting beliefs, unlock my limiting beliefs, break these patterns once and for all that were creating havoc and hardship in my life. I didn't know that it was going to do that, but this drive in me led me to this course called Dharma and Desire. And in that, it helped us uncover who we're truly meant to be and how to step into that person that we're truly meant to be. And by doing that course, I learned about these limiting beliefs that have been holding me back this whole time. Had I not been driven, had I not been crazy about just pursuing the next thing and the next thing and the next thing to try to finally find a way to thrive, to try to finally find a way to succeed and be happy and become all of me, I would have never have attended that class. Had I given up a year ago when my Pursue Your Potential message fell flat, when it hit a wall and I was like, I can't record another podcast. Here I am telling everybody I'm going to record a podcast, and I got to 17 episodes and I just couldn't record another one because the message wasn't congruent, because thank goodness, but that just led me led me to chase the next thing that would help me. And now, finally now, I can be truly grateful for all of those struggles because it led me to exactly where I am today. Exactly where I am today. And for that, I am truly grateful because where I want to be today is here in front of you, helping you do the same thing. And because of all of my struggles, I can now coach women who are also struggling with the same struggles that I've had, and I can help them overcome those struggles once and for all because I've literally gone through it all. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to struggle. And because I know what it feels like, I can help other people. So I'm grateful for all of those struggles that I've had, all those walls that I hit, because it made me who I am, and I can help others through that process of figuring out who they are and how to overcome their limiting beliefs. So in the next video, the fourth and final video, I'm going to share with you the last step of letting go and overcoming these limiting beliefs, these most painful misalignments that are truly wreaking havoc in all areas of our life. So stay tuned. You're going to want to catch this last video. It's the last piece of the puzzle, and it is the most important piece of the puzzle in overcoming these beliefs. I hope you enjoyed.